Hi everyone, I'm Carolyn, and today we are going to do some more Bible journaling with my Illustrated Faith kit. I have just gone through the second devotion, and in that devotion she is talking about the power of telling your testimony. And so I am going to do some painting with some acrylics on here. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is put some gesso down. Now I only have white gesso right now, so it'll be a little bit thick, but I think we can make it work. So we'll just lay this down. So that it doesn't bleed through the page. I'm just going to do a really thin layer. Some paintbrush hair there. Oh gosh. I am not good with tweezers. I don't do the squeezing motion well, so here I am with my fingers. So we've got that on. And just make sure it's not going to be bumpy. Alright, so we got that done. And I am going to hair dry this really quick. I think I'm going to do some purple. So I'm going to try one of these blender tools with the acrylic paint and just see what that looks like with the swirls. Move this closer to me. Get some more paint on there. Alright, and I want to do another layer of another color. And I think maybe it'll be fine with the same one. I'll shake this one up too. I'm going to do pink, light pink. So we're just going to do the same thing. Ooh, this one is really watery. The other one was kind of thick, but this one was watery. I thought the purple would show through a little bit more. but it's not. So, but that's okay. I really liked how that purple looked with the kind of dry. But maybe when this dries up, it'll look the same. And besides, our testimonies are not clean and pretty, are they? They are messy. We end up in some kind of mess, or something happens and we have a story to tell of how God helped us through these things. And each of us has different stories. And I know that when I was coming out of a lot of brokenness, that I felt like I was the only one. And that's not true. There are so many other people that are struggling. Just maybe not in the same way, but they're still struggling. So, let's see. I'm going to hair dry that for a second. And then again, I'm going to pull out these die cuts and see which ones speak to me about our testimony, the importance of our testimony, telling our testimony. That goes really well. Give praise. So I want to know in the comments, what are some things that God has done in your life? I wrote a devotional called Lord Heal My Heart, and in it I talk about my testimony and how God worked in my life. And remember the wonders. I like that one. Go and tell. That's a good testimony one. And in the devotional, she talks about that you can give your testimony even over just a cup of tea with a friend. And that really speaks to my heart, because just telling someone what God has done for you. I will tell of your name. This is great. There's so many great ones. I'm not going to be able to use them all. And I also want to use some stamps too. Let's see. I'm going to move that over. So I would tell of your name. Go and tell. Jesus was there all along. Yeah, especially when you're lonely and hurting, broken. God is there, even if you don't see Him working. There is another page to your story than the darkness that you might be in right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to use these ones and maybe remember the wonders. So I think the first one I want to do is this. Oh, I could write on that. Go and tell. I will tell of your name. Now my testimony is pretty different. Like, I grew up with things that aren't godly, and I remember sitting one night and I just felt like I heard a voice calling to me, and I turned on the TV and there was a woman on TV just telling me a message that I needed to hear. So that's my testimony. Only a part of it, though. You want the bird or butterfly? I think the bird, because I had a really dark past. I think the Lord just made it beautiful. Could have ended up so many wrong places, but the Lord really worked in my life. Alright, I'm not sure I want this one. I want to leave some room for stamps. So, say, go and tell. And I think telling your story, telling your testimony, even if it is just to one person over tea, that is like so powerful. And it gives faith to other people. Sometimes when you're going through a hard time and you hear someone else's testimony, I know I felt this at times, just, what about me, God? When are you going to work in my situation? And that's when you need to remind yourself that God's not done yet. And continue on. Did you know Jesus was there all along, even in your darkest moments? He will tell of your name. I really wanted to try the acrylic background. I'm not sure I might like it as much as the Distress Oxide, but it's still pretty. And also, it's important just to remember in our daily lives, what has the Lord done in just daily for us? Gonna move on to some stamps, and I think I'm gonna should I cut that off? Yeah, I've got to get myself a little thing to hold everything on my desk. I keep having to get up. Alright, here's go and tell. I'm gonna get some stamps. All things beautiful. This is arrows to go and tell. I think I'm going to do all things beautiful and a couple of arrows. And I think I'm going to do black. I can do blue or black, but I think I want to do black. So, just a reminder that even if you're in a dark place, he still has a plan. Alright, that. And then I want to put some arrows. And you know what's funny is these arrows remind me of when I was in Bible college. And one of the teachers wrote on the board, and he wrote all these squiggly lines, and then he said, God's plans in your life, you think you're going to go from A to B, but you go here, and then 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 finally here, after he did all these squiggles. So the squiggly arrows about go and tell, sometimes it won't always make sense the way that we're going. But he's got a purpose and he's got a plan. Even in the midst of pain, like painful things that we go through, he may not have caused the pain, but he's still got a plan. So I like those arrows. I think, yeah, there's one more arrow and I want to use that one too. Alright, and I'm thinking right here. Yeah, I really like how that came out. And then, is there any more? Oh, there is another one. But I think I want these little star things. And then I want to stick a little stickers. I like these, but I don't really like that one. So maybe a sticker will go on top of that. Let's see. I didn't really look at these before. The love story that changed everything. I need to wipe my hands really quick. See, I'm not sure if there's room for these ones right now. So maybe we'll go to these little stampies. I like this green one. And I wonder if it'll go on top of that. I'll probably show through. I'll try to just let it be. Our testimonies are just so powerful. Just remember, going through dark times, there is a testimony in front of you. That just looks weird. Put that one there. Alright, that is my Bible journaling for that second devotion of Illustrated Faith. If you like this video, I hope you'll hit the like button and subscribe for more Bible journaling videos.